Most students fear maths not because mathematics is difficult, not because they have a very bad mathematics teacher. Sometimes I've tried to observe that the major reason why students fail maths is because they don't understand division. Okay, they see division as an enemy, and this had made them to fear mathematics. Anytime mathematics is mentioned, they become very afraid. Therefore, I've decided to come to teach this particular topic, rules for divisibility, so that these troubles students have whenever it comes to division will be ended once and for all. And when you understand these rules for divisibility, it makes division very much easy and fun to work with. So today I'm going to start with the rules to know if a number can be divided by 2 and so on and so forth. So let us start with 2. How do you know that a number is divisible by 2? No matter how large the number is, let's say 8, 4, 7, 1, 3, 6, 5, 4. Look at this very big number. For you to know if this number is divisible by 2, you have to divide this number, and if there is no remainder at all, you now know that this number is divisible by 2. But that is bullshit. That is a waste of time. Instead of wasting your time to divide this number to see if it is divisible by 2, you just need to concentrate on the last number. The last digit here is 4. Now ask yourself, is this 4 divisible by 2? Yes, of course, 4 is divisible by 2. Since this 4 is divisible by 2, we now conclude that the entire number is divisible by 2. So if you have something like 679, you ask yourself, the last digit here is 9. Is this 9 divisible by 2? No, there must be a remainder. Because 2 cannot divide 9, we conclude that this number is not divisible by 2. That is how you know if a number is divisible by one number or the other. So let's go for 3. How do you know if a number is divisible by 3? Let's say you have something like 873, for instance. If you want to test if this number is divisible by 3, you simply need to add the individual digits. If it gives you something 3 can divide without any remainder, you now know that the number is divisible by 3. For example, the sum of the digits here is 8 plus 7, which is 15, and 15 plus 3 is giving us 18. Now ask yourself, can 3 divide this 18 without remainder? Sure, 3 can divide 18 without remainder. And since 3 can divide 18 without remainder, we conclude that 3 can divide 873. You can still have 111. You check again, you add 1 plus 1 plus 1 will give us 3. Can 3 divide 3? Yes. If 3 can divide 3, automatically 3 can divide 111. That is how you know if a number is divisible by 3 or not. But assuming you added and you got something 3 cannot divide, it means that 3 cannot divide the entire number. So let us go for 4. How do you know if a number is divisible by 4? A number is divisible by 4 if the last two digits is divisible by 4. For example, now if you have 815,424, for instance, this is a very large number, and trying to divide by 4 to see if there is a remainder or not in order to ascertain if the number is divisible by 4 is a waste of time. You just need to concentrate on the last digit, on the last two digits. The last two digits here is 24, and you ask yourself, can 4 divide 24 without any remainder? Of course, yes. 4 will divide 24 to give us 6 without any remainder. And because 4 can divide 24, automatically we say that the entire number is divisible by 4. Now let us go for 5. How do you know if a number is divisible by 5? A number is divisible by 5 if the last digit is 5 or 0. That's just it. So you know if a number is divisible by 5 if the last digit is 5 or 0. For example, when you have 5, 6, 1, 3, 0, this number ends with 0. And because it ends with 0, automatically we say that this number is divisible by 5. If you have 2, 1, 3, 5, it ends with 5 also, And because it ends with 5, automatically we say that this number is divisible by 5. Therefore, a number is divisible by 5 if the last digit is 5 or 0. So let's go for 6. Now, there are two conditions for you to say that a number is divisible by 6. One of the conditions is that so these are the two conditions for a number to be divisible by 6. One of the conditions is that the number must be even. It must be an even number. And apart from being an even number, the number must also be divisible by 3. These are the two conditions the number will satisfy before you say that the number is divisible by 6. For example, now when you have 126, for instance, this 126 is even number because the last digit is even. Okay, so it satisfies the first condition. Now, is this number divisible by 3? Let's check. 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 3 is giving us 9. And since 3 can divide 9, therefore this number is divisible by 3. Remember the divisibility rule for 3. So it satisfies these two conditions. Therefore, this number 126 is divisible by 6. But look at something like 5553, 5553. The number is not even because it ends with an odd number, but this number is divisible by 3 because 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 18, and 18 can be divided by 3. Okay, but since it failed the first condition of being an even number, therefore it is not divisible by 6. For 7 now, let's say you have 413 as a number and you want to see if this number is divisible by 7. What you do is that you must double the last digit. The last digit is 3. If I double 3, I will get 6. Then subtract 6 from the remaining number. The remaining number here is 41. If I remove 6 from 41, I will be getting 35. Now, is this 35 divisible by 7? Yes. Since 35 is divisible by 7, therefore 413 is as well divisible by 7. That is how to know if a number is divisible by 7 or not. Let us go for 8. How do you know if a number is divisible by 8? A number is divisible by 8 if the last 3 digits are divisible by 8 also, or is divisible by 8. For example, now when you have 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 2, for instance, this is a very big number, and for you to ascertain if 8 can divide this number without a remainder is very difficult. But just concentrate on the last 3 digits. You ask yourself, can 8 divide 232? That is what you ask yourself. Of course, 8 can divide 232 without any remainder. And because 8 can divide 232 without remainder, we say that this number is also divisible by 8. How do you know if a number is divisible by 9? A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is also divisible by 9. For example, when you have 1, 2, 6, for instance, if you want to check if this number is divisible by 9, you add the digits. 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 plus 6 is 9. Of course, 9 can divide 9 without remainder. And since 9 can divide 9 without remainder, it means that 126 is divisible by 9. The same thing, if you check 135 also, or I can say 9135. If you want to check if it is divisible by 9, you add 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 3 13, plus 5 is 18. And of course, 9 can divide 18. And since 9 can divide 18, it means that this number is divisible by 9. Then the last one is the divisibility rule for 10. A number is divisible by 10 if that number ends in 0. That's the only condition. For you to say that a number is divisible by 10, the number must end with 0. For instance, 860 is divisible by 10 because it ends with 0. 220 is divisible by 10 because it ends with 0. So whenever a number ends with 0, that is the only condition for we to say that the number is divisible by 10. If you've enjoyed this, what you've watched, kindly share this video. This video will be very much beneficial to many students. Share this video because it will go a long way helping students all over the world. So remember to follow my Facebook page, my Instagram account, and also follow me on YouTube at Esomnofo Online Maths. Thank you.